In Imo State generally, land banking is popular. Land banking is a strategic means of building wealth when it comes to real estate investment. I've made videos on land banking, but in this particular video, I'm going to discuss from my own viewpoint the terms of land banking which you can apply to have a successful land banking real estate investment right here in Owerri, Imo State. So if you want to engage in land banking or you have started land banking already, make sure you watch this video to the end so that it will guide you to a successful land banking real estate investment. Okay? For you to understand this video very well, I will start with explaining what land banking is all about so that those that are watching for the first time will be carried along. Land banking simply means to acquire a land now and resell or develop at a later time. A later time might be in 2 years, in 5 years, in 7 years, in 10 years and above. Some may acquire a land right now for 2 million and resell after a while for 25 million. Some may acquire for 5 million and resell at a later time for 15 million. Some might acquire a land property for 1 million naira now and resell at a future time for 100 million naira. It's just a matter of time. That is the power of land banking when it comes to real estate investment. The point there is to acquire, keep, resell or develop at a later time. Okay? If you want to engage in land banking, you have to take it serious. It's not all about I will acquire this land now and resell in 5 years' time. You have to do it professionally if you want to be successful. You don't need to give any room for risk. We all know that business is all about risk, right? Sure. But when you apply the terms correctly, you'll be successful and you will leave a very low percentage of risk. That is why you have to do it professionally for you to be successful in your land banking real estate investment. From my own viewpoint, there is a long-term land banking and a short-term land banking. When we talk about a long-term land banking, you will think of to acquire a land now and resell in 5 years, 7 years, 10 years and above. It depends on your purpose for the long-term land banking. If it's for a personal business, you will think of to acquire now and resell in 5 years, 7 years time. If it's for your children, some do land banking for their children so that by the time they must have grown up in 10, 15, 20 years time, the land must have appreciated a lot in value and that will make a lot of return on investment. If you want to do a long-term land banking and be successful, don't do it with a plot of land. Think of doing it with plots of land, acres of land, acre or hectares of land. An acre is about 6 plots of land. Hectares of land is about 15 plots of land. Let me give you an instance. 2 years ago, a client acquired 14 plots of land in a newly launched estate for 900,000 naira per plot. Currently, a plot of land in that estate is selling for 2.1 million naira. So let's do the mathematics together, okay? 14 plots of land that was acquired for 900,000 naira per plot is 12,600,000 naira. So she invested 12,600,000 naira 2 years ago in a long-term land banking. So currently, if she wants to resell those lands for 2.1 million naira, she will be making 29,400,000 naira in total. That means she will make 16,800,000 naira as a profit. Okay? Now, since it's a long-time land banking, she may resell in 5 years' time or in 7 years' time. By then, the price for a plot of land may be 4 million, 5 million, or more than that. So imagine the type of return on investment she will make in 5 years or 7 years' time. She will make a lot of return on investment. That is the power of long-term land banking when it comes to real estate investment. So don't think of doing it with a plot of land. Think of doing it with plots of land, acres or hectares of land, as long as it's a long-term land banking. Okay? Secondly, if you want to engage in a long-term land banking and be successful, go to the outskirts of Owerri city, those locations where the phase of development is moving towards. Go there and do your land banking so that in years to come, by the time development must have catch up with those areas, if you resell, you will make a lot of money. You will make a lot of return on investment. I have made a video where I discussed locations that can guarantee you return on investment for your land banking, right? Let me briefly explain it. If you see any location where there are up to 5, 6, 7 estates managed by different real estate companies, go there and do your land banking. Okay? You see, as those real estate companies are developing their estates, the lands around there will be appreciating in value. And again, there is no way a reliable real estate company will go to a location that has no potential to appreciate in value and invest. Because they also want to make money. After making your money in land banking, they're making their own money. So they can never invest in a location. I'm talking of a reliable real estate company, can never invest in a location that has no potential to appreciate in value. Okay? As long as long-term land banking is involved, don't miss such opportunity if you get to see one. Okay? And again, if you're opportune to acquire acres of land around the university for your land banking, even if it's 10 minutes drive from the university, even if it's 12 minutes drive from the university, is a very good opportunity for a long-term land banking. Because as population keep increasing in the university, development will keep coming in, and those development will extend to the outskirts of the university. So the amount to acquire today can never be the amount to be resell it in 5 or 7 years time for a long-term land banking. Again, there are processes if you want to acquire a native land for a long-term land banking. If you are opportuned to get acres or hectares of native land in an environment where there is up to 5, 6, 7 estates managed by different real estate companies, there's a process to acquire this land and be successful. First of all, you have to go with your surveyor to measure the land to find out the actual plots of land. Okay? Secondly, you pick up the coordinates of that land, go to the Ministry of Lands to confirm if that land has a government interest in it. You must have confirmed that it is free from government interest. You will now schedule a meeting with the family members that are involved. If it's in a community, you schedule a meeting with the community. Okay? In the meeting, you will negotiate on the omenala. There's something we call omenala fee. As long as you want to acquire a native land or an individual native land, you have to pay for omenala fee. And you must have negotiated the omenala fee with the family members or community members. You can further negotiate the price of the land with them as well. Okay? So when you are done with the omenala and the price, you can then collect the family names or community names and members to go for what we call recital, to trace if that particular land belongs to that family or belongs to that community. When you must have gotten a positive confirmation on the genuinity of that land, you cannot start your payment. It depends on the payment plan you must have reached with the family members or community. Okay? When it comes to family land, for instance, if a father have shared his property to his sons, and one of the sons were able to inherit up to 20 plots of land from the father and decides to sell that 20 plots of land, if you want to acquire such property, make sure the father is aware of the transaction and the father will sign as a witness for the son before you start payment. If it's in a community land, make sure that the community chief, the village chiefs, The elders, the youths are all involved in the transaction and will sign as witness before you start payment. It's very, very important. If you don't have the strength and capacity to go through all these processes, if you want to acquire a native land from a family or community for your long-term land banking, you can easily go to a reliable real estate company and do your long-term land banking in one of their estates. The company must have gone beyond to do all those things for you, just for you to acquire, pick up your documents, and resell whenever you want to and have peace of mind. But if you still want to acquire a native land from a family or community for a long-term land banking and you don't have the strength and capacity, you can consult a professional real estate consultant to assist you and go through those processes successfully. Okay? If you choose to do a long-term land banking on a native land, after payment, make sure you survey the plots of land, go further and register that land at the Ministry of Lands, okay? And then take possession of that land. Put up a door fence right around the plots of land you acquired for a long-term land banking, okay? See, if you apply these things correctly, there is no way you will not have a successful real estate investment in your long-term land banking. Then if you decide to invest in an estate, after payment, collect your documents, take possession if possible, although it is safe for you in the estate because the estate will put up their fence right around, okay? But also make sure you take possession if possible, depends on your financial capability. Take possession of your lands by putting up a door fence. Another question is this: can you do land banking in the heart of Owerri city? That is where the short-term land banking comes in. If you think of short-term land banking, you'll be talking about to acquire a land right now and resell in 2 years' time or at least 4 years' time. Okay? If you're opportuned to see an empty land in the heart of Owerri town and you acquire it for 40 million today and you want to resell it tomorrow for 50 million, you will see a client that will gladly acquire that plot of land for 50 million from you. Okay? That's the power of short-term land banking in the heart of Owerri town. Then think of the fact that you acquired that plot of land for 40 million now and you want to resell in 2 years' time or 3 or 4 years' time. I mean, by then it must have appreciated a lot in value. And do you know why it's not good to do a long-term land banking in the heart of Owerri town? It's not good to acquire a land property in the heart of Owerri town and you abandon the land property for a very long time. Because a government may come in, and may have interest in that empty land for the fact that you have not developed that land for a very long time. So that's why it's not advisable to do a long-term land banking in the heart of Owerri town. Okay? Again, if you're opportune to acquire a plot of land in all these estates in Owerri town, okay, which you can't get less than 40 million, that is where you can at least stretch your land banking in town. Because the way those lands appreciate in those estates is amazing. If you acquire a plot of land in an estate, a developed estate in Owerri city today for 50 million naira, for instance, next year you can sell that land property for 80 million. Then in the next 4 years, you can even sell it more than 100 million naira. That is the power of land banking. Land banking don't only mean to acquire a land at a cheaper rate for like 1 million, 2, 3, 4, 5 million. As well do land banking and acquire a land property at 50 million and we sell in 2 years' time or 3 years' time for 80 or 100 million. It works perfectly well. It works. Okay? With the value and knowledge that you have acquired in this video, make sure you apply these things correctly so that you have a successful real estate investment in your land banking. There is no room for risk. We are all aware that business is all about risk, right? But when you apply the terms and conditions of a business correctly, you will leave a low percentage of risk and be successful in real estate investment. Remember, When you are successful in your real estate investment, you are building a sustainable wealth for yourself and family. This video is coming from Owerri Global Limited. I am Justin Nwadike, the Managing Director, Owerri Global Limited, your favorite real estate consultant right here in Owerri, Imo State. We don't only sell lands, houses, properties, we also educate you on how you can invest successfully when it comes to real estate so that you don't waste your hard-earned money on the wrong path. If you like watching educative videos like this, if you like watching property deep videos in Owerri, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, like the video and share so that when we publish videos like this, you'll be notified for you to watch and be informed, okay? You can as well call or WhatsApp us with the number on the screen 08060766340 if you want to acquire lands for land banking, if you want to acquire acres of land, hectares of land, if you want to acquire a plot to build a house for yourself and family, if you want to acquire a house, if you want to acquire a hotel, don't forget to call us for more inquiries, okay? You can as well check us out in our website with nwadikeglobal.com.ng for further inquiries. Have a lovely day. I will see you again and bye for now.